For cheap PoE currencies, visit aoeah.com. Check the link in the description. You get 3% off with the code ARIAD. Hello and welcome everybody. The new season in Path of Exile 2 will start this weekend, and with the new patch many new features will be introduced to the game, expanding both the variety in character building and the endgame activities. Let's take a quick look at all the known updates. Here we go. With the Huntress, a new class is coming to the game, reminiscent of the Javazon in Diablo 2. She wields a spear that can be used for both melee and ranged combat. Additionally, there are new skills of course, such as a Twister attack which can be modified by different elements. The Huntress will have two Ascendancy classes. The Ritualist has a very powerful ability in her skill tree, allowing her to unlock an additional ring slot for the character. You can then just play 3 rings instead of 2, which is quite strong. The other Ascendancy is the Amazon, which contains a new damage mechanic called Weakness. The Warrior will also get a new Ascendancy class, the Smith of Kitawa. There is a completely new mechanic in the skill tree. With the Smith's Masterwork, the Warrior can only use normal body armors, but he can add some very strong mods by additional Ascendancy points. The Mercenary gets a new Ascendancy class called Tactician, which allows you to skill a passive effect that triggers a rain of arrows, acting like a companion and regularly raining down on the battlefield. Additionally, there are nodes that focus on pinning enemies, including a very powerful node that prevents pinned enemies from taking any actions. The Witch can choose the Ascendancy Lich, which includes a special buff called Unholy Might, adding 30% of all your damage as extra chaos damage. There are also many interesting nodes, such as Eternal Life and Soulless Form. There will also be 100 new unique items. Here are some examples. Additionally, there will be more than 100 new support gems, including the ability to move on a mount while shooting your ranged attacks without any movement restrictions. I'm really looking forward to this one. Of course, there will be also new skill gems, essences and crafting options. A new endgame feature are the Wisps, which players must follow to empower surrounding monsters and make them drop better loot. There are also 7 new special maps, and the tower maps have been reworked, now featuring their own boss fights. There will also be the so-called Rogue Exiles, which are NPC characters looking like another player. They have an inventory and carry items like a usual character, and you can fight them. After defeating a Rogue Exile you will get his items, but the fights won't be easy. So this might be a preview and test for upcoming PvP options. A very interesting new feature are the cleansed zones. After defeating a corrupted boss, all remaining corrupted maps within range will transform into cleansed maps. They include new enemy types and also a new boss. Additionally, you will only drop currencies in cleansed maps, and upon successful completion, you receive a fracturing orb. This one allows you to lock a random affix on an item, preventing it from being rerolled by a chaos orb, for example. There is a lot of new content to experience, but several overpowered builds will probably get nerfed, such as Spark Sorceress, Gambling or Autobomber builds. We will see in the patch notes on Friday. I say goodbye, take care, and may the loot be with you.
Follow me. Thank you. Bye.